It's time to check your money with America's money maven, Vicki Brackens. Vicki Brackens is president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Hey, Vicki, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well today, George. How are you?
You know what? I've been fighting this thing.
I know. Okay, I told you to get the flu shot.
Listen, I had the flu shot.
Okay, and I also told you to get something else. What was it?
You said get some antibiotics.
And some antibiotics.
But I've been on this chicken soup. I've been doing that. I've been doing all that stuff. But you know what? I'm feeling much better today. I went to the Vera House Gala last night supporting survivors and prevention of domestic violence, sexual assault, and elder abuse. And so it was really very exciting event. I was all dressed up. And yeah, I had a good time.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yes.
But I'm going to add one thing as far as what you should get.
Oh.
And I hope you don't take it the wrong way.
All right.
But I had one of my physician clients tell me when I was sick.
Yeah.
She said it this way, Vicki Brackens, when we get of this age.
Yes, of a certain age.
Of a certain age.
Yes.
We need to go and get a pneumonia shot.
Oh, that's a 10-year shot.
Exactly. Okay.
Oh.
But she could hear from the rattling in my chest. Yours wasn't quite as bad. That I probably should have had my pneumonia shot. So this week, guess what I got?
A pneumonia shot.
I got the flu shot in one arm. I got the pneumonia shot in another arm.
It's very interesting because my physician did not offer me that.
Well, you have a discussion.
We should have a conversation.
You're not giving specific medical advice in any way.
But
have a discussion with your
know,
physician about some of these things that you might need to do.
I'm laughing because, we have to qualify everything. Because here's what we'll say. The advice upon which you should rely is your own medical professional.
Absolutely.
This is for informational purposes only.
Thank you very
got
much.
That. Hey!
All right.
Have I been around the disclaimer block before?
Yes, you have. Okay, all right. So, we left off last week talking about the Syracuse Surge.
Yes.
And I just referenced it, but I said this week we'll come back and dig a little bit deeper into the Syracuse Surge because it's such a big economic development effort that's happening here in Syracuse.
Can I add something to your Syracuse Surge? I was somewhere and I was watching something. That's a whole lot of information, isn't it? But I was watching something and it was someone talking about, it's in relationship to what you were saying about, are you ready for the revolution? And so to segue right back into what you're talking about, in that they were talking about what kinds of opportunities we should be preparing our young people for as it relates to tech. And part of it was coding and things of that nature. As soon as I remember who said that, I will let you know.
Thank you very much, George. Okay.
Probably you.
I hope you'll let me. Well, I probably was.
Right,
okay.
right.
But here's the thing: the Syracuse Surge, which was announced by the mayor and the county executive, particularly the mayor during his first inaugural speech concerning the state of the city, really concentrates on moving the economic development toward the southern end of downtown. For those of you who are here in Syracuse, and anybody who would like to take some time to look it up, at the cornerstone of downtown, coming in from the south end, there has not been the same type of resurgence and economic development emphasis as we've had in the middle of downtown.
Okay.
So it's now time for us to complete that effort. And the Syracuse Surge is really built around 2 or 3 particular projects, but also a change in mindset.
Okay.
And the change in mindset is critically important because we have to realize, if you go back and look at history, Syracuse did very well through the first industrial revolution.
Sure.
Particularly well through the second industrial revolution, going from steam to manufacturing. But we totally missed the boat when it came to the third industrial revolution, which was computing.
Right.
Somehow, because we were still very much concentrated and locked in on manufacturing, when that change took place, we did not participate. But we have a great opportunity, and we're taking advantage of the fact that the fourth industrial revolution, which is built around digital, physical, and biological merging. Remember that. Digital, physical, and biological merging. Somebody said, well, how do you have digital, physical, and biological merging? Think about wearables. That's all a wearable is.
Right.
Digital, physical, and biological merging. Well, the Syracuse Surge is designed to, first of all, make sure that everything we do is in relationship to how can we take advantage of and prosper from being involved in or being the leaders in that merging and the technology and the manufacturing associated with that merging. It's also built around training in order for that to happen. So right at the end of the city, as far as the downtown area, there's a building there that's been sitting empty for, I couldn't believe it, 40 years.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Okay, so Central Tech, which is sitting right there, it's amazing architecture. In fact, it actually has a auditorium in it that is the size of and the same configuration as, I believe, Syracuse Stage. Excuse me, no, the On Center. Okay, there in Syracuse. Well, that building is going to be revitalized into a hub for training, not just for the city, but for the surrounding area, the county, so that individual students can come in and now be trained to handle the jobs and research and development around this fourth industrial revolution. They're calling it the STEAM program.
Right.
Okay. Science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Versus the STEM.
Right. They're keeping the arts in the mix.
Right. The arts are in the mix because what we're finding out or have found out, and I'm not an educator researcher, okay, but what we found out is that liberal arts and the arts actually, it's almost like it's the web that pulls all of these things together.
Yeah, okay. And it also is something that attracts younger people to cities.
Exactly.
You got to have a vibrant art scene.
Exactly, but it's and so the STEAM program, which will be concentrated there at Central Tech once that project is completed. Right now, in fact, probably over a year now, there've been weekly meetings and design programs going on as to what that final project will look like. Roughly, I say $80 to $90 million is going to be at least currently charted for the revitalization and implementation of this program here with Central Tech. Then, okay, we have the streetlight webbing. Have you heard of that?
No.
Okay.
Streetlight webbing.
Streetlight webbing, okay. Data and digital information are key components to economic development going forward. One of the ways that Syracuse is getting involved is actually building out a digital network that's positioned in the streetlights across so that we have a smart city grid. Syracuse will be one of the first or one of the few cities in the country to champion this smart cities grid. In fact, the state of New York is looking at Syracuse as a testing model for the smart cities grid. So with the digitization and the information that's coming through the smart cities grid, plus the training and technology that's coming through Central Tech, the implication is surging ahead into this new fourth industrial revolution through these two particular efforts that are happening. You probably remember that the URI, you remember that Upstate Revitalization Initiative?
Yes, you were telling me about that.
About 2 years ago.
Yes, you were.
Okay,
you said, George, you need to be on this.
Read the report,
35 million, was it?
No.
More than that?
500 million.
Thank you. More than that.
More than that.
Yeah.
500 million. About 225 to 270 okay, is still available, and most of those funds are going to be used for this particular final phase concerning the Syracuse Surge. Okay, and so I'm really happy with the fact that city government and county government are working together to make this happen, but it only will take root the way we need it to if citizens actually get involved.
So, Vicki, it begs the question. Are you ready for the revolution?
Are you ready for the revolution?
You said that already.
I did, okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the revolution? I'm telling everybody, go home, eat your pie and all those things for Christmas, and come out in January ready to get involved. Find out how you fit, and if you can't find out how you fit, find out what you have to do to fit, into the training programs and all of the things that are going to be happening over the next 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, this is a multi-generational play for the revitalization of the economy here in Syracuse.
Well, when you started talking about fit, all I could think of is you must have quit. But anyway, who?
No.
I know, But so you got a couple of things coming up.
Yes, I do. I have
Okay.
a couple of things coming up, and I want to be sure that everybody hears about those things. First thing is this. On December 13th, December 13th, the IOTA Nu Omega chapter, did I get that right?
You got it right.
IOTA Nu Mega chapter of the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority will be hosting an event there at the Syracuse, New York, or Central New York Community Foundation Philanthropy Center on Fayette Street.
East Fayette Street in downtown.
East Fayette Street in downtown Syracuse at 6 p.m. I'll be speaking on the development of legacy wealth and the mindset, again, changes that may be necessary in order for us to be sure that we are fundamentally taking care of our legacy positions going forward. Again, IOTA, Nu Omega Chapter Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority of Syracuse, 6 p.m., the Central New York Community Foundation Philanthropy Center on East Fayette Street in Syracuse. You don't need to register, but I would appreciate it if you did. So reach out to me on Vicki Brackens or info@brackensfsn.com, because if you do that, I'll know how many cookies to have available that night.
Okay.
All right then. All right, the second thing is this. We are getting near the end of the year, George.
Yes, we are.
And that means that we'll be signing off probably in a week or two.
Right.
Okay?
We're going to take some holiday time.
Well, when I say signing off, take some holiday time.
Right.
Before I take holiday time, I always like to give you the opportunity that if you had a question that I did not answer during this last 13, 14, 15 weeks that's just burning, please reach out on our either on our Facebook page or through our email, or even call me at the office at 315-930-4499 so that we can make sure we answer that question, or send a message to George.
Please do.
Okay, on his Facebook page to be sure that we do that.
Inspiration for the Nation on Facebook. And you can get hold of me any way you want to, Messenger, whatever you want to do. We want to get the information that you need and get those questions answered for you. But hurry up.
Hurry up. You've only got, I didn't clock it off in hours, but you've only got a week.
That's
it.
it.
Okay, to make sure that we have that information. So, George, I think at this point in time, I'll say our plate is full.
All right, you're not going to talk about the event coming up in February? That's later.
Oh, I guess I could. Okay, and mark your calendars. In fact, go to the Central New York Jazz Foundation's page right now and get your tickets for our 12th annual Jazz Cabaret for Black History Month, which we will have this year, Jasmine Gent and Gerald Veasley. You know that we've sold out before. I would not wait.
And you get to see Vicki dance, so get you.
Oh, you had to tell them. Okay. Yes,
right.
You do. Okay.
Okay, so now I think your plate is full.
Okay, so now I can say our plate is full, and looking forward to talking to you again next week.
All right, Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC.